And in honor of Master Yansathung, we try to beating life at its own game.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am so pleased today, and it gives me immense pleasure to be talking in this book launch event of Mr. Yansathung M Ezung, who is my cousin brother. And I also heartily welcome each and every one of you today in this official book launch event of Mr. Yansathung M Ezung's debut book titled Beating Life at Its Own Game. I would also like to take this opportunity to especially thank our guest of honor, Shri Pankathang Lotha, who is the chairman of Lotha HoHo Kohima, and Pastor Kikon, Lotha Baptist Church Kohima, and Miss Centenaro Longkumer, the editor of Heritage Publishing House. And before we start this, I would like to say a small thing regarding regarding my cousin. Like, ever since we were small kids, we grew up together, and today I'm just feeling so proud and so happy to be here launching his book, to be present at this book launching event, because I've seen him grow as a person, from a young boy to the way he is now. So to imagine that Yansa has reached this point where he is officially gonna launch his first book, and to be honest, somewhat jealous also, because even though he's younger than me, he is achieving this goal at a very young age. So I would also like to congratulate him before we begin this program. And yes, just a tidbit about something that I know personally regarding this book. The thing is that this book has been his brainchild ever since, like, I don't know, he has gone through a lot of personal setups, like ups and downs. So ever since those time until now, we have been talking and we've been sharing, and he has been very honest about his feelings. So I believe that even in this book, whatever he has written from page 1 till the last, I believe that each one of us will be able to relate, because as human beings, we are all, we all go through ups and downs. And this book particularly, it talks about the journey of every human being, to be in general, of every human being, going from the lowest to the highest. Something that's just the gist of that book. So I'm very excited, and yeah, that's what I just wanted to say something. And as this famous Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes once said, the pain is the tongue of the mind. So just like that, I believe my brother Yansathung, he has also used his pen, to speak his mind on behalf, like through the medium of writing. So yeah, that's what he did. And yeah, to begin with our program, we will first call upon Pastor.
Thank you so much, Yansa, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to give a book review on your book. Before I give the review, I'd like to give a message sent by Dr. Lanu Sangla. She was supposed to be here today, but because of some unavoidable circumstances, she couldn't be here. So she have sent her regret, and also she also want to wish all the best. She's giving all her best wishes for your book. Okay, I'll just read out the book review on Yansa's book, Beating Life at Its Own Game. Yansa Ezung's Beating Life at Its Own Game is an inspirational book containing 32 inspirational thoughts for life. So why I say 32 inspirational thoughts is because the book doesn't have a chapterization. It doesn't have a specific, because that was his choice. He didn't have the thing like chapter 1, 2, 3. But if you go through it, then you will find that it's almost like there are 32 chapters in it, where each chapter From each chapter, you can take out something out of it. So I've just summarized those into 32 points, which I will be reading for us. So they are straight from the author's heart, since you will find that as you go through the book, his life experiences are reflected in his writings. Like if he talks about failure, and you will find that in the writings, along with the references that he have made with other books, he have also cited some of the incidents that he have faced in his earlier life. So I say that it's just straight from his heart, because it's not just like from some other books that he have quoted it, but you will find that in many of the chapters you will find many of his life experiences during his college days, or maybe during his childhood days. So as you go through it, you will find that. So this is the reason why I say they are straight from the author's heart, since his life experiences are reflected in the writings. And I'd like to read out those 32 thoughts which you will find in the book. Firstly, to accept oneself the way he or she is. Secondly, to fight life's battle that is within. Thirdly, to have the right mindset. Fourthly, to focus in self-introspection. Fifth, to forgive. Sixth, God, the ultimate way, truth and life. Seventh, not to curb one's dreams as well as others. 8, to accompany dreams with actions. 9, to be persistent and keep repeating until mastered. 10, to formulate positive habits. 11, to define success beyond material wealth. 12, to keep Jesus as the only source of validation. 13, to be careful of one's friend circle. 14, not to give up after failures. 15, to fight some battles alone. 16, picking one's battle wisely. 17, to accept one's limitation as humans. 18, to empathize with people. 19, to be careful of one's words. 20, to be generous. 21, to control one's negative thoughts. 22, to skip arguing in certain cases. 23, to endure sorrow for personal growth. 24, there is a price for everything. 25, to seize the moment. 26, to put knowledge into action. 27, to critically examine one's priority in life. 28, to embrace small moments of happiness in life. 29, to denounce unproductive habits. 30, to guard one's own thoughts. 31, to get things done when one is young. 32, to cling on to positive vibes in life. So I've just shortened it into points, but you will find this in the 32 chapters. So every chapter speaks about all these things based on his life, as well as based on the things that he have observed. And also you will find short stories, and you will find Bible verses, and you will also find quotations and anecdotes, which will help you in your personal growth as you go through it.
About this gentleman, and also the book that he has authored. I find him only 25 years old, with NLTV degree, but the book that he's written shows that he is really mature now, mentally, even physically. That's what I find. And as you just flip through the pages, I find that he has gone through a lot of ups and downs in life, hardships, failures, and also sufferings, but not without turning them into blessing, happiness, and success. So in him I find very rare qualities. Like from beginning, I think he has always mindset of a positive mindset, plus he is an optimist. Otherwise, how can we turn death and suffering into such a success? And above all, I think he knows the Lord. He is God-fearing person. So in spite of what he had been in the beginning, I think he's a person in our society who is able to contribute much to the development of our literature. For the Nagas, we have too many programs, other programs, but it's very rare to have a literary program like this. So though it is just a simple beginning, it's a humble beginning, and yet I hope he will not give up, but he will keep on trying to have more such activities that will all benefit other people. And he also will improve himself in all his doings, his writing, and will become naturally a leader, a popular man in our society.
Everyone, respected guest of honor, pastor, SPH, editor ma'am, mom, family, friends, media, and everyone present here today. First of all, I would like to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this wonderful evening that we are having and for this blessed time and for each one of you. I thank you all for sacrificing your time to come here and bless a brother of yours, a friend, a son, and a family member of yours. What you all have bestowed upon us, upon me and my family, a beautiful privilege with your presence in this very building. So I thank you so much. So today we have all gathered here for this reason, right? This book. So I shall take this precious time that you have blessed me with to say a few words on this book. To achieve this specific goal this evening, I want to use the KISS technique made popular by the US Navy in the 70s or 80s. KISS is a simple acronym. It just says keep it simple and straightforward, right? Or keep it simple and sweet or short, anyhow you want to add it. And yeah, and by the way, thank you all for coming. Subject handu mohan bat khadam de komdi thai bala se. So as all of komdi as there are like 10-15 seats left. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And to achieve whatever we have planned for this evening, I shall be using the KISS technique. Okay, so I want you all to play out the scenario in your head. I want you to imagine it as if it is a movie. To move forward, I will take you all back to the year 2020. It was during the month of March, and I was at Delhi during that time. So imagine this young soul, freshly graduated, so much of hope in his heart, so much light in his eyes. He's ready to take on the world. He's not afraid of anything. Sadly, who would have known that just that very same evening, a very unwelcome message would creep on in his door. A grim message that his dad had passed away. To make it even worse, he was not able to even go home to attend the funeral. I'm sorry, I'll just take my time. Okay? I didn't expect to get emotional, but yeah, sorry. This young soul, not even able to go back home to pay his final respects, his final goodbyes to his best friend, to his partner, to his #1 supporter, his father. I still remember how I had to attend the funeral. You know, one of my cousins, he had to. WhatsApp video call. I had to attend the funeral, and no, it's because of the national lockdown which was recently imposed. And who's going to tell the young soul that for the next 2-3 months he won't be able to make it home? Months he's going to be locked up in the 4 walls of his room, right? tiny room. Now he's in a very dark cave, and now he's dazed, he's confused, and his foundation has just been shattered. I tell you, I would not wish that even on my worst enemy, even now and never. And anyway, we, as always, we do not worship a dead God. We worship a living God. And even during our weaknesses, especially during our weaknesses, His strength is perfected. And it was during that moment of despair and pain when I hit rock bottom, the grace that overflowed from above was sufficient and even more. So praise to be His glorious name forever. Without Him, it's not even possible. But right now I'm standing here in front of you with a smile on my face, with a heart of gratitude. So glory to His name. You see, there's this regret that I have, which has haunted me for a very long time. This regret that this day would never come when I would buy even a box of chocolate, forget a box of chocolate, even a 10 rupees chocolate, and give to my father saying, here, take this, Apo. This is the fruit of your result, your patience, everything that you have put in and sacrificed for me. The day will never come. But guided by God's wisdom, I was pushed into writing this copy. The place that my dad had left, the place that he had vacated, I was to put in a beautiful seed, a blessed seed, which will one day grow into a mighty tree, which will give shade to all the people, and especially the youths who are lost and also going through the dark moments, and like I said, the dark cave in the light. So this book, which is not my book, but our book, because of your sweet contribution and because of your presence here, now it is your book as well. So it is our book, right? So I hope this book will be used as a torch by so many, and that is if God delights in it, surely. And each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart, it is because of your presence here and also because of your contribution that we are able to launch this book officially, and this book will now spread over if God wills, right? And it is also because of your presence and contribution that I am now able finally to move on to the next chapter of my life. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless all your loved ones back at home. Thank you all for this beautiful time, for your patience, for your goodness and kindness. Me and my family will always remember this moment and your sacrifice. Thank you all. Lord.